Also ich habe vorher mein Spiel auch gestartet, oder Steam, nicht Stream. Steam habe ich gestartet und es lädt irgendwie gerade 14,8 Gigabyte runter. Immer noch. Dauert noch 2 Stunden. Also wird das wahrscheinlich nichts. Wird nichts. Da werde ich ein bisschen YouTube schauen und euch mitnehmen. Nehme ich euch schon mal mitnehmen. So, Salz der Erde. Also logge ich mich mal erstmal ein. Kommen, jawohl. Firefox, jetzt sitzen hier alles zusammen. Mein Kanal. Das ist geil.
With all the strange and creepy things going out here in the world today, y'all know we here for it, man. Look, let's go ahead and smash that like button because it's gonna be another classic video. Y'all done sent me a lot of crazy clips, man, and I had to do a little remix on these joints, you know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all watch the video all the way to the end, man, because it's a lot of, you know, surprises and good information in this video right here. I'm not telling y'all to believe anything y'all see in these videos. Make sure y'all going out here to do your own damn research. I'm not in charge of what you choose to believe. But look, man, we're going to have a good time, good vibes only. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. 60% of the people that watch this channel aren't even subscribed. And look, we back at 1,000 subscribers again today, you know, but still over 60% of the people that watch ain't subscribed. But look, man, hopefully we can capture some of y'all today, you know, like a Pokemon.
I showed over 100 people, and I kept asking myself, how are all of us seeing the same thing?
Oh my God, it's changing shapes right there.
The laser was revealing numbers and letters running in a pattern.
Numbers like this big here, and it looks like code.
It looked like programming code.
It's definitely saying something, Pen. I just want to take a picture of it and translate it. Wow.
You see that?
Okay, so yeah, it's not stuck.
No.
It's not because of the light.
No, it's on its own side. Light is just literally revealing it.
And each angle shows you different layers, different ways through it.
I can see through the wall. It's not like a hallucination. It has spatial awareness and permanence. I don't know. Whoa.
For centuries, mankind has attempted to explore these psychedelic, altered states, but we've never had a repeatable, testable phenomenon to observe until now.
Wow. It's like you can see through the laser into another dimension.
I mean, like, take yourself to that. Like, I just made a connection that nobody made before, which is a simple connection. The claim is, if you project a diffracted laser on the surface and you smoke DMT, you will see code running in surfaces. Yes, like in the Matrix.
Well, there are a few possibilities. One,
I lost my mind, which is the coolest losing your mind ever in history.
Ich hoffe nur.
the second option is that
This is the biggest discovery of humankind. If anybody ever asked themselves what it would be like to know you live in the Matrix for sure, well, I know for sure. I'm convinced.
Okay, what did you say the two moons are?
I think it's the Matrix coming in.
What does that mean? So I thought we
It's
lived
like-
in the Matrix.
We do. But it's adding more into it. Like visual Matrix.
Oh my gosh, that makes sense because our consciousness is expanding? You're so goofy. So it's going to put new stuff in our Matrix?
Yeah.
Can you tell me why they're putting two moons?
Because they're trying to show, they're trying to show you that the Matrix is real. Like, some people who don't know about the Matrix that
Well,
are...
why does everybody want to escape the Matrix?
Because I think it's scary.
They think it's scary? So why are people afraid of the Matrix?
Because they think it's scary. Because some people have watched the movie Matrix. And
But people always want to escape it because they think
that. No, because they escaped it, right? And they think it's like that, right?
But it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
You can't escape it.
Not really. I mean, I couldn't either because they had to let me back on, and I can't.
Oh, you could leave?
No.
Not now?
No. Not even whenever I want to. I couldn't leave like to the ship island.
You can don't eat
I'm
it.
not allowed to be leaving home though.
You're not. What do you mean?
I'm not allowed to be leaving to home and live there forever again.
Well, when you leave this life, then you get to, right?
When I leave that life.
Okay, so.
Das ist ja auch meine These, dass hier wirklich der Planet Erde wie so ein Gefängnisplanet ist, der gefallenen Engel. Dass tatsächlich jeder von uns, also jede Seele, die hier inkarniert ist, tatsächlich aus dem Himmelreich kommt und in Sünde gefallen ist. Und deswegen hier in eine unendliche Inkarnationsschleife reingeboren wird in Satans Welt. Das ist jetzt nur meine Recherchen Fortschritt, dass es irgendwie sowas sein muss, also so eine Art Matrix, also eine künstlich erschaffene Welt von dem Allerhöchsten mit einem Herrscher, ein Gottwesen, der alles kontrolliert und beobachtet. Das ist dann leider das All-Seeing Eyes, das ist in vielen Mythologien auch der Einäugige oder in der Bibel heißt er dann Satan. Und das ist dann im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes sind wir hier in der Hölle dann, für die gefallenen Seelen oder die gefallenen Engel. Der Satan hat ja irgendwie 30% von diesen Engelherrschern mitgenommen in diesem abgesperrten Raum. Und wenn man das so sieht, wenn man das mal erkannt hat, dass die Erde ja flach ist und eine Kuppel oben drüber hat und ein geschlossenes System, du kommst hier nicht raus. Überall an der großen weißen Mauer, so wie bei Game of Thrones, dieser Wall, der unüberwindbare Wall, und hinter dem Wall sind dann die Eisläufer, also Anderswesen, die in diesem Wall leben oder da leben und Menschen dann praktisch auch aufhalten und töten. Und da sind ja überall Warnschilder anscheinend aufgestellt. Also da ist eine riesen Eiswand, die ist 40 Meter hoch. Und hinter dieser Eiswand fängt auch die Kuppel an, die nach oben geht. Das haben sie vor dem Ersten und Zweiten Weltkrieg, haben sie schon Expeditionen dahin gemacht und haben das ja sogar gefilmt und Fotoaufnahmen gemacht. Es sieht so leicht pixelig aus, dieser Schirm, wo da ist. Ne? Das ist so wie so wie so eine Energieblase. Und egal, ich schweife jetzt zu weit ab. Was hier ist ein mechanisches Konstrukt, das erschaffen worden ist, eine Erde, ein Planet. Ein mechanisches, perfekt gebautes Ding. Und wir sind hier rein inkarniert mit unseren Avataren, den menschlichen, sterblichen Körpern. Und unsere Seele muss irgendwie so was Ähnliches wie so ein Programm sein, wie so ein Betriebssystem. Auf die Art, also dass wir da hier in den Körper wie bei Avatar so rein switchen können und unser eigentlicher Träger der Seele oder der Körper, der ist irgendwo anders. Und immer wenn wir schlafen, tun wir praktisch die Verbindung kappen, dass unser Verstand oder unsere Seele da irgendwie nicht wahrscheinlich verloren geht, keine Ahnung. Auf jeden Fall hat alles mit Energie zu tun. Und was wir hier erleben, ist wie eine Matrix. Alles ist visuell und alles ist ja praktisch in der Physik auch so erklärt, ne, dass Atome um irgendwas rumschwirren mit Magnetismus, also elektromagnetisches Quantenfeld, also dass es nur in unserem Verstand interpretiert wird, dass es so ist. Wenn du ja irgendwas programmierst im Computer und so, dass da eine gewisse Dichte ist, eine gewisse Masse ist, eine gewisse Festigkeit ist, eine gewisse Schwere ist, ein Geruch ist, irgendwas, ein Wind und so weiter. Ne? Das kannst du alles programmieren und sozusagen dann simulieren. Und das sind dann die verschiedenen 3D ist praktisch dreidimensionaler Raum, 4D, du hörst noch was, 5D, du schmeckst was, 6D, du riechst noch was und so weiter. Du kannst das ja immer weitermachen, bis du in 12D bist. Und dann kannst du ja noch weitermachen. Du kannst Ebenen reinmachen, die du nicht wahrnehmen kannst, nur wenn du hoch spirituell bist oder meditieren tust oder Drogen nimmst, dann werden die Filter weggenommen, deine Firewalls, und dann siehst du auch die anderen Dimensionen, wie zum Beispiel die Dämonen und oder Engel oder Goblins, Feen und so, die ganze Sache, wo wir alle gesehen haben, aber die haben uns ja praktisch genetisch verändert, dass wir das nicht mehr wahrnehmen und dass wir so Art Wesenheiten wie hier bei, soll ich sagen, da bei diesem ganzen Marvel-Zeugs und so. Ich denke, dass das alles mal unsere Vergangenheit war. Oder Star Wars, dass wir alles so Fähigkeiten hatten, wo wir mental Sachen praktisch bewegen konnten, manifestieren konnten in Ist-Zeit, also so ähnlich wie Jesus. Aber die uns die Gaben weggenommen haben, weil wir zu zerstörerisch und aggressiv waren oder zu, ja, dass es nicht dem Gottes Wille war sozusagen. Und deswegen wir hier inkarniert sind, um diese Prüfungen zu bestehen, die wir schaffen müssen, dass wir hier rauskommen. Und das ist wahrscheinlich mehrere Inkarnationen. Manche reden von Tausenden von Inkarnationen. So 1000 Leben brauchst du, um das zum Realisieren oder zum Verstehen. Manche schaffen es auch in 100, ich weiß es nicht. Ja, das ist auf jeden Fall sehr, sehr interessant, was gerade abgeht. Für mich auch. Ich bin seit 10 Jahren auf der Suche auf die Wahrheit, nach der Wahrheit. Und solche Challenges wie hier, wo die Leute zeigen, was sie alles entdeckt haben, was sie gezeigt haben, finde ich einfach nur geil, interessant und erweitert einfach nur den Horizont und andere Sichtweisen. Umso mehr Sichtweisen du hast, umso mehr kannst du dir dein Bild machen von irgendwas, in was wir hier leben und wo wir hier leben. In diesem Sinne, ich schau mal weiter.
It's not a scary thing, it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
And it's like our consciousness is.
And you guys, my mom is so careful. She literally, like, she cares about me so much because she spent all night sleeping. I'm at all night awake to make me these strawberries.
It's because she loves chocolate covered strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, gang. Taking pictures of our new moon. She's right here. Fortunately, this is my phone, so it's not really good. So I'm taking pictures with my Sony as well. And I don't know, let's just found some. Here, let's go. Let's try it. Let's go. Here. What is that?
What is that, man? Das ist ein Portal, Alter.
Hey, that look like a reptile eyeball, don't it? Like, but also look like a flying saucer, look like a bunch of things. Y'all let me know what y'all think it is in the comments down below.
Portal ist es. Isaac Portal.
Swing low, sweet chariot vibes.
The wealth of the rich comes from the labor of the poor. The harder the poor work, the richer the rich become. A donkey was working tirelessly when, in a drunken state, its owner approached and said, "You are amazing. Without you, we would all have to eat unground grain. Work hard, and by the end of the year, I'll reward you." The donkey smiled sincerely, and its pace quickened even more. That evening, the owner's family enjoyed freshly ground grain, and he told his children, "When you grow up, Never be like that foolish donkey who spends its whole life grinding grain without understanding the world's true nature. After a long day, the donkey was eating corn and said to its foal, "When you grow up, I will pass the millstone down to you. It's an honorable profession." The harshest truth in this world is that 99% of people work hard, but with limited understanding, all to support the 1% who are smart enough to see through reality. The greatest purpose for the existence of these 99% is to serve as material to keep society functioning, helping the 1% live better lives and gain various freedoms to further solidify their positions. The 1% continuously set up rules to restrain and control the 99%. If hard work made you rich, why are farmers always poor? If hard work could make you wealthy, why do laborers have to wake up early and work late into the night for a meager monthly wage? This shows that hard work alone doesn't make you wealthy. Only by changing your awareness and thinking can you truly become rich. Start by changing your perception of money. If you are struggling financially, finding it difficult to manage your money, constantly watching your hard-earned cash slip away, or working tirelessly with nothing to show for it, it's not because you're not smart enough, but because you don't fully understand the nature of money. I highly recommend staying up late to read this book, The Psychology of Money, by Morgan Housel. This book explores the intricate relationship between people and money, focusing on the psychological factors that shape our financial decisions. Through 20 concise chapters, the author blends historical anecdotes with practical advice, highlighting that financial success depends not only on knowledge, but also on our behavior and attitudes toward money. This book offers valuable insights into how we think about money, risk, and success. It's not just about investing. The Psychology of Money is a guide to improving your relationship with money. If you're ready to transform your financial outlook, invest in this book by placing an order through the orange cart below.
Stumbled across this massive cliff overlooking Monument Valley. It was when I started looking for campsites on the edge of this cliff that I noticed something odd. The cliffside was not a straight line as you would expect. It looked more like a giant zigzag. Look at that. And then I zoomed in, and suddenly... what's going on here? It's composed of hundreds, maybe even thousands, of massive, geometrically perfect cubes and rectangles. What is going on here? Piqued my interest and got me thinking. Is it possible for a perfect cube to exist in nature? Well, I guess it is, but not hundreds of them. What would it look like when one of these comes crashing down? Oh my gosh. What else is there to find?
Das sind alte Bäume, das sind hexagonal strukturiert.
These are perfect square-shaped rocks. There's a moment where he ventures and starts walking among them, and he actually comes across some hieroglyphs, or at least, here you go, I think this is it.
Just jumping over there. I know I can make it to the other side, right? But something inside of me is telling me, hell no. Did he just jump down there like that? Like, I don't know.
Ja, das ist auf jeden Fall crazy, wie der da rumhampelt auf dem Ding. Wenn der da runterfällt, Junge, der ist am Arsch, auf jeden Fall.
Humanoid drawings. What's going on? Here, one right here, and right there. Yeah. And the craziest thing is that they're located right on the edge of this amazing view. Wow, that's an amazing view indeed. Now, let me just check this out. That is a square rock. I mean, that's perfect. Look at that. What the heck? Look at that. That's just crazy.
Das war ein altes Gebäude von.
Is that just a coincidence in nature? Or did something actually happen in the past? I mean, by looking at it, it's as if
that a lot more people would be open to an alternative cosmology being a flat Earth if they understood more about the current model. To start with, they admit that they're off by a factor of 10 to the 120th power. That's 10 with 120 zeros after it. It's the biggest discrepancy in science in all of history, and it's the current heliocentric model, or the globe Earth model that people believe in. The facts are, objective reality does not suggest that we live on a ball with a circumference and radius that they have claimed. And, in fact, there's no evidence for it. All of the previous evidence that is supposed to suggest that we live on a globe Earth is literally, most of the time, just a reification fallacy with math, essentially. The facts are, we see large bodies of water, they're always level at the surface. Why do we assume anything different about the oceans? We have radio wave and microwave transmissions that require direct line of sight. Microwave specifically. Radio wave transmissions, they claim, bounce off the ionosphere, which there's no evidence for. But if we shoot a microwave transmission that we know requires direct line of sight past the radius claimed by the globe Earth, that is flat Earth evidence. They always claim we have no evidence. Objective reality suggests that we are on a flat stationary plane. If you go out and you do not ignore your senses and you look at the Earth and you try to deduce it through your vision, perspective, and senses, you will come to the conclusion that the Earth's flat. There's absolutely nothing, including bottom-up disappearance, that suggests that we're on a ball. We have inferior mirages, as well as angular resolution we have proved on the small scale to be able to cause bottom-up obstruction. There's absolutely nothing to suggest that we live on a ball.
You ask somebody why they believe the Earth is a ball, you usually get multiple responses, typically around 3 mainstream responses from somebody that's not educated on the current topics. The number one being photos, usually. What people need to understand is NASA has data visual analyzers, and they admit to making CGI images, painting on clouds, specifically the 2002 Blue Marble. They said they took 4 months of satellite data, made a flat Earth map, and then wrapped it around a ball, painted on clouds, changed the hue of the ocean to match people's expectations from what we think the Earth would look like from space. That's the majority of these photos. Even the GEOS and the Himawari that are claimed to give us photos like every 10 minutes or so, we have flat earthers that went into the data of those websites, the code, and it admitted to using the 2002 data, the way that they did that, which I just explained. Photographic evidence is also not scientific evidence. There's a reason we have the scientific method, and there's a reason it doesn't stop at the first step, observation. A photograph you can use in maybe a crime scene in court, but as far as science, it does not suggest definitively anything. We wouldn't look at a photo of Superman on the internet and think that that's evidence of Superman. So you can't do the same thing with the globe Earth. The facts are, we see the Earth as a flat, horizontal plane all the way up as high as possible for the public to go. Past 120,000 feet to 200,000 feet, Neil deGrasse Tyson claims, you wouldn't see the curvature of the Earth based on the claims of the geometric radius circumference. The facts are, the Earth's flat. It's time to wait.
Let me know in the comments down below if no one ever told you, just no, if you never went to school, no one ever told you what the shape of the Earth really was, what would you say? Be honest. Even the birds warning to evacuate. Damn.
Gaz. Junge.
Everybody talking about evacuate Florida. Nigga, I just paid my fucking rent. Bitch, can I get back my rent money? If I knew that a hurricane was coming and I needed to evacuate, I wouldn't have paid my motherfucking rent. I paid my rent, so bitch, I gotta stay. Where am I going? Huh? I just came away.
Holy shit.
A lot of people can't afford to leave, right?
They're trying to trick us. Trying to get the hell out of Florida. They all got the pumps on, but they got fuel.
Wow.
They just don't want you to know it.
Nah. Don't let this be true. There's actually gas there, because my supporters been telling me that they can't even get no gas, so they can't leave. And if this is true, and y'all covering it up that y'all do got gas, this is some bullshit. Really? Y'all done already upped the prices on plane tickets. I saw it. $2,000 to $3,000 a person. $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 a person to get the fuck out of there. Then they come to find out, you motherfuckers ain't got no gas, so you say. But then when somebody go to the gas station and they say, fuck it, let me see if you got gas in this motherfucker, and pay what they call, they can pump, huh? Y'all some dirty motherfuckers. And let me tell you this, I'm done talking to y'all about the conspiracy theory shit because they taking us out. Truth tellers been getting unalived or incarcerated for like 2 years straight. That's a big fact. Threatened, all type of shit. I got emails in my motherfucking phone, dog. And before I let anything happen to me and mine, y'all ain't gonna hear shit from me about no more conspiracy theories, what they want to call them. And if you want to hear them motherfuckers, you're gonna have to go to my Patreon. My shit is about to be all comedy. And the news they report on the radio or TV and make fun of this shit. And that's that. Because this shit ain't right, dog. Signing out. Peace.
Guten Abend,
Very
ich
true.
bin wieder
There's
da.
been a creator that I mean, there's been a few. There's been a few, now that they say it, and I've seen a few on TikTok. It's true. You got to be careful, man, what you say and what you do on here. You got to learn how to move. But that's why I'm telling y'all what to believe. We just viewing these videos. Y'all, whatever y'all see is what y'all see. I can only do so much because I am cool on all of the drama. But I can say one thing about the gas pump situation. I don't know if I buy that though. Let me know how y'all feel about it, because when you look at the video, there is only one gas pump that's covered up to say that it's out. So I don't know if people were using the other
Jetzt habe ich eine
gas or
Idee,
whatever.
jo.
You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? That
Sorry, Bro. Halt dich mal kurz an. Ich bin kurz AFK, was ganz wichtig ist, ist mir eingefallen. Jetzt ist mir was eingefallen. Kleiden. Oh, oh. Oh my God. Junge, die machen da doch Drogen rein, ich sag's dir. Die machen da Drogen rein. Oh.
premium car might have to run on that regular, and you can down the road. You feel me? You got to do what you got to do. That type of storm coming. I'm gone. I don't care. I'm put that regular in there. We out. Let's get it.
What time?
Speed of 111 to 129 miles per hour.
I put the volume
Category
up this
4,
time.
Wind speed 6 miles per hour. And Category 5, wind speed of 157.
Alexa. Sorry. What time is it?
No problem.
Alexa, what time is it?
It's 1:29 a.m.
Alexa, what's today's date?
Today is Wednesday, October 9th.
Alexa, are there any current hurricanes right now?
There aren't any current tropical cyclones on October 9th, 2024.
Alexa, where's Hurricane Milton? She shuts off. Alexa, tell me about Hurricane Helene. Alexa, let's try this. What was the last hurricane in Florida?
From chess.com. The most recent hurricane to make landfall in Florida was Hurricane Ian in 2022.
Bro.
What's the weather like?
In Cressona, it's 44 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alexa.
What's the current weather in Key West, Florida?
Yo.
They blacked it out. You tired.
That's weird.
That's hilarious is what it is. That's called a blackout.
Alexa, what's the weather in Florida?
That's why I said Key West, because it's in Key West right now. What's this?
That's
Alexa,
not right.
What's the temperature in Key West, Florida?
Right now, in Key West, Florida, it's 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's not right.
You should say storm, cloudy.
That's not right. That's not right. That's weird.
So here are some tips for you to stay in communication with your loved ones if the internet and your cell phones stop working. iPhone users, to pull this up, you gotta pull up from up there, okay? From up there. Once you do that, press and hold on this right here. All right, now next, y'all gonna click right here. Press and hold, well, just click on it. On where it says satellite, this says not available, but click on it. Now, once you do that, it's gonna show try demo. You're gonna click on that. It's going to bring you to this screen, right? All right, it says try connecting to a satellite, making sure you're outside. You can use the satellite connection when Wi-Fi and cellular aren't available. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna try connecting to a satellite, and it's gonna bring this screen up. So it's gonna say try to get a clear view of the sky. Now you gotta be outside for this. All thing you're gonna do is gonna show like a little satellite. It's gonna show you where a satellite is. And you're gonna have to point your phone in the direction where it's telling you to go to. And when you do it, it's gonna say connected to satellite. Now you'll be able to use that satellite to send off messages, and basically they'll be able to find your location. You see how shit. I mean, hey, it ain't turned on, but it was able to pull me up. So guess what? If we out in the wilderness and everything, and the apocalypse is going on, and hopefully those satellites still be working by that time. So we can all keep up with each other, okay, cousins? Cause hey, be looking for my little ping. My picture gonna be on there for. Be looking for it.
Hell yeah. Hey, make sure though, a tip that I do, download these videos when y'all see them on TikTok. Just in case, man, you need to preview them to, work something out on your phone, because you can still play those videos without the internet because you have downloaded them already. So, that's a tip.
Bet you didn't know you can make water out of air. And yes, you should be.
Ja, Mann, ich hoffe nicht, dass diese ganze Apokalypten-Scheiße kommt dann.
$29, easy difficulty.
So Walking Dead und so eine Scheiße.
Talks about the whole process. Actually get a dehumidifier,
Hauptsache.
set it all up. You're good to go. You can also make your own electricity. You can make your own fuel. If the US ever suffers a major blackout, you're going to want this book, and I think every household should have a copy. It shows how to use a ham radio in a blackout, how to protect your house from an EMP. You can make a DIY survival garden and a medicinal garden. And you can even make your own toilet paper. This book is already sold out once and it's selling out again. No Grid Survival's project book. I'm going to leave an orange shopping cart link here so you can get yours today before it sells out.
So this is Milton creeping on Cancun, Mexico right now, y'all. Look at this.
No.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? It's literally in the clouds, y'all. Look at that, y'all. And then literally 15 minutes later, y'all, look at this. Non-stop. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Wow. Y'all see that? Look at that. What is something is right here? Why are the clouds changing every time the lights flash? Y'all see that? Look how the clouds change every time the lights flash, y'all. Ain't no way. Look at this. Bro, y'all see that? Look at this shit. What is going on? Cancun, Mexico, bro. And right now it's making its way off the coast of Mexico and heading to Florida. So what they say, y'all, but anything can happen. Look at this, y'all. No noise at all. And then that dominant purple color, right? Remember, red and blue makes purple. That red and blue Kachina, man, that looks crazy out there. That's the color of plasma energy, y'all. This earth is being charged up. Big things happening. But this is strictly.
Das ist bei mir auch passiert hier. Ganze Nacht war das hell, so bum, 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 die ganze Zeit, als ob das Stroboskop am Himmel wäre. Und kein einziger Donner. Richtig crazy. Die sind überall. Ja, die sind schon immer da.
With all the strange and creepy things going out here in the world today, y'all know we here for it, man. Look, let's go ahead and smash that like button because it's going to be another classic video. Y'all done sent me a lot of...
No problem.
Alexa, what time is it?
It's 1:29.
People are starting to see what seems to be black.
This book is already sold out once and it's selling out again. No Grid Survival's project book.
Tip.
Bet you didn't know you can make water out of air. And yes, you should be using this. Let me show you how. Right here, how to make water out of air. Costs 129 bucks, easy difficulty, takes 50 minutes. Talks about the whole process. Actually get a dehumidifier, a filter, set it all up, and you're good to go. You can also make your own electricity. You can make your own fuel. If the US ever suffers a major blackout, you're gonna want this book, and I think every household should have a copy. Shows how to use a ham radio in a blackout, how to protect your house from an EMP. You can make a DIY survival garden and a medicinal garden. And you can even make your own toilet paper. This book is already sold out once and it's selling out again. No Grid Survival's project book. I'm gonna leave an orange shopping cart link here so you can get yours today before it sells out.
So this is Milton creeping on Cancun, Mexico right now, y'all. Look at this.
No.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? It's literally in the clouds, y'all. Look at that, y'all. And then literally 15 minutes later, y'all, look at this. Non-stop. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Wow. Y'all see that? Look at that. What is something is right here. Why are the clouds changing every time the lights flash? Y'all see that? Look how the clouds change every time the lights flash, y'all. Ain't no way. Look at this. Bro, y'all see that? Look at this shit. What is going on? Cancun, Mexico, bro. And right now it's making its way off the coast of Mexico and heading to Florida. So what they say, y'all, but anything can happen. Look at this, y'all. No noise at all. And then that dominant purple color, right? Remember, red and blue makes purple. That red and blue Kachina, man, that looks crazy out there. That's the color of plasma energy, y'all. This earth is being charged up. Big things happening. But this is strictly for entertainment purposes only, y'all. I'm only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. So people are starting to see what seems to be black rings of smoke in Tampa, y'all. Check this out.
Oh, look at the smoke. What the fuck?
What the
But do y'all see the sky? Look at the clouds, y'all. This is in Tampa. Even at the amusement park, y'all, people were seeing these dark black rings at Busch Gardens. Look at this, y'all. Look, it even says me at the park right before the hurricane. But what is going on? What is the black rings coming up telling us, y'all? Not only that, but there was a couple in Tampa that said their ground just started smoking out of nowhere and it's raining. She went out there to check, y'all, and this is what the ground is looking like.
But you can see the smoke, right?
They just started noticing that the ground was literally on just smoking. There's no cigarette butt. You don't see ash. And this right here popped off in Cancun by Hurricane Milton. So is there anybody else experiencing weird things in Tampa? Please let us know down in the comments below. And y'all can also send me the videos, y'all, so I can let's continue to get this shift, y'all. Peace in. Were you guys aware that this was also happening in Mexico around the same time that Hurricane Helene hit North Carolina? Y'all see what happened in Mexico?
God is coming.
Why is it only people are talking about North Carolina? Look at that, y'all. Water just everywhere. Dirty, murky water everywhere. The whole town is literally flooded with water. This is Acapulco, Mexico. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. So apparently there was a storm off the coast of Acapulco over here, and that's all it was supposed to be, y'all. But as soon as it touched down, it literally jumped to a Category 3 hurricane. I didn't even know about this. Look at this, y'all. Mexico experienced about 9 feet of water. Look at this, y'all. Everybody's talking about the North Carolina, but nobody knows what's going on in Mexico. Look at this. In certain parts of Mexico, the water is up to your shoulders. And the crazy thing is, Mexico almost got hit again, but now Milton is literally doing a U-turn and coming to the East Coast. Look at that. See, they gotta hold on to things. That's how deep the water is. Did y'all know about this in Mexico? Bro, you see? Look at this, y'all. Cars are literally buried. This is literally the mud flood. This is, again, the mud flood. That's what I'm saying, man. I had no idea this was going on in Mexico because everybody is talking about Hurricane Helene in the United States. But yeah, man, Mexico got it bad, y'all. Wow. Look at that. Still going, y'all.
Think about that. Why is the dude that I used to remember, y'all know the dude that I used to post on here pretty often, why is he locked up all of a sudden? The dude that was talking about the mud floods and stuff, that, you know, the information that, you know, he was showing you where to find the information and verify it for yourself. He's locked up. Mud flood stuff is looking kind of, if you know what I mean.
Things are changing, and they are changing fast, and I don't think this right here is a good thing, y'all. This is in Cape Verde, and what you're seeing here is lava, basically solidified. I don't know if it's hot or if it's still got to be hot because it just came into this house. This is a byproduct of a volcanic eruption that happened in 2014, y'all, in Cape Verde, and now it's making its way into his house. Look at this.
This is crazy. Insane. You don't see shit like this every day. You don't see shit like this every day.
Well, you certainly don't. So what do you do? What do you do at this? I'm telling y'all, man, there's a greater change afoot, man. It's already here, man. Y'all see this. I post this type of content. When have you ever seen things like this happening? This goes to show you, man, like we're in the danger zone. That thing looks still hot. Look at that, y'all. But yes, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Let's get this shift. Peace.
Hell no.
I'm gonna sit down here with Jake, who's got his dog Bubba. Jake, who is homeless. Jake, you've found yourself some shelter here.
In you go, boys. We got everything. Warm beds, square meals, homeless women.
I got a bad feeling about this, Blue.
Why are you outside during this entire hurricane?
Well, I chose not to go inside yesterday because the Salvation Army and Russian Wind's homeless shelter, where they were accepting people, were caught killing everybody that was in there.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So clearly you're homeless, and there are some challenges that you face.
Nice to be indoors, isn't it?
So y'all know those 2 massive solar flares that we just had back to back just a few days ago, y'all? So guess what's happening to a lot of people's electronics, especially cars in Florida? Check this out.
So giving you guys an update on me, it's a fucking shit show already. Like, I'm not even playing with you. So literally out of nowhere, why my car just wouldn't cut on. Just wouldn't cut on. The battery went completely dead. So I had to get up early this morning. It was when I tried to take the trash out last night. And something told me not to take the trash out last night. I'm glad that I didn't. But the car stopped me because something was going on last night. I don't know what happened, but I just didn't end up doing it. So I had to call CarMax. They had to come over here. Get a tow guy, jump my car, and I got to take it to CarMax to get the battery replaced. Come to find out, my car isn't the only one doing this. They said roadside assistance is going off the hook right now because a lot of people's cars is breaking down right now. The insurance company is going crazy. Something is happening. I asked her, I said, wait, is it because of the storm? She said, yes. Something about the storm is causing cars to break down. They are piled up right now at CarMax. But I'm about to go take my car up there right now. I'm going to give you guys an update on the weather and what's happening as I go. So just pray for me.
So I don't know if you guys remember, but just a few days ago, we had the second strongest solar flare as of 2019. And then the strongest flare came out of the sun, which was an X9.1. And then it'll take a few days for that energy to manifest and affect us. And it tells you right here that CMEs are similar to electromagnetic pulse, which can damage anything with solid state electronics. So do you think it's the solar flares that's affecting these people's cars in Florida? Because she's not the only one. There's a lot of people talking about this has happened to their car. You heard she said that CarMax is going crazy. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, y'all. And if you're in Florida, please be safe out there. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I'm only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace out.
Waking up to the fact that these port workers are striking because they keep hearing children screaming in the containers. No wonder why they not fucking covering it. It's over 45,000 people striking now. Do y'all remember when the fire happened in Hawaii and 200 plus kids went missing who went to Oprah and the Rocks Foundation? And the Navy SEALs found 15 of those children in a shipping container that was going across seas in dog kennels, literally sitting in their own piss and shit. Now, I already told y'all how I feel about Oprah. Y'all are about to pay for playing in traffic with those fucking kids. Not only that, the reason why the Diddy case isn't being publicly streamed is because he was playing in traffic with them kids. Yeah, they need him to be the fall guy so we can chill the fuck out. But they don't want to have to tell you about them tunnels. You remember last year when I posted about that CPS worker who was like 187,000 of her kids went missing and she couldn't answer any of the fucking questions, but she was sitting there claiming that she was doing check-ins and all of this stuff? The reason why you can't find them is because they're not up here with us. Shit's starting to hit the fan, baby. And they're not gonna tell you about it because it's your judges, it's your attorneys, it's the celebrities. It's all the people that you've put in all your trust in. Everybody that you think was there to protect you, that you think is a good person, those churches, those priests, all of them are in on it. The hotels, the motel, all of them. And the crazy thing is they still think that they're gonna get away with it. They think we gonna chill the fuck out just because, you know, we got Diddy. And believe it or not, that man plays a very, very tiny part in what's actually going on. I've been telling y'all since I got on this fucking app that the people who are running this country are not of this country. So do you honestly think that they care about us? They literally got us paying imaginary debt so they can rob us right in front of our face. They tricked you into giving all your power over to them so you don't even own your own fucking kids.
Wir werden nicht von Humans regiert und kontrolliert. Wie ich schon vorher gesagt habe. Das sind keine Menschen, das sind gefallene Engel. In der Bibel heißt sie Dämonen. Das sind gottähnliche Wesen, starke Wesen, die uns hier wie Sklaven behandeln, weil wir die Schöpfung Gottes. Aber es geht weiter.
CPS can come in at any time and take your kids. And they not going to no goddamn shelter. They going to them parties. They going to them tunnels. They going in them motherfucking crates. Shout out to them port workers for standing up. Shout out to all those people who have been leaving the military in troves because they don't want to harm children. Shout out to everybody on this platform who keep talking about this and keep shining light and awareness on this situation because it's been in our face the entire time. Y'all remember when I was working on that surgery TV show? We had a client who came in who had a melanin transplant, and for some reason it sent chills up my spine. Cause melanin is not something that you can produce in a fucking factory.
Hold on, let me stop her right there too. Look, I've been putting y'all on game about the whole melanin situation, but you got to think about it too. I told you, I mean, they already have a price for it. If it's being made, where's it being made in? You know what I'm saying? This takes you down another rabbit hole. I already been there. It's wild, man, what you will find when you start to look this stuff up and see that it's worth more than gold per gram.
You only can get it from us.
Ich halte jetzt auch noch mal kurz an. 1,1 Millionen Likes. 1,1 Millionen. Amis, die sind schon sehr stark am Aufwachen. Auf jeden Fall. In Amerika leben, glaube ich, 500 Millionen. Irgendwie sowas, 560 Millionen. Deutschland 100 Millionen. Umgerechnet 200.000 Likes, wenn das so ein YouTuber wäre. Schon viele Likes. Für so ein Geschwafel, ne? Also ja, Baby Trafficking und so weiter. Das ist schon richtig Deep Stuff, was sie hier erzählt. Richtig von diesem Satans Club, die den Teufel dienen sozusagen, ihre Diener und die Lakaien, so wie es in Blade und so weiter praktisch gezeigt wird. Ja, diese Blutsauger, Bluttrinker, Blutesser und so weiter, Babyesser. Diese ganzen geisteskranken Wesenheiten, nenne ich die jetzt mal. Ja, egal. Die erzählt es und 1 Million Views, Likes, nicht Views, Likes.
Yeah, them babies. I hope this reaches who it's supposed to reach, and I hope that we wake the fuck up. Cause right now it looks like we go for anything. And the reason why it's not happening in these other big countries is because they not going for it. That's why they over there in Africa and they over there in all these other places stealing their children. Wake up.
All right, it's October the 7th, 2024, and this is what we see in over Kokomo, Indiana.
What is that?
Crazy lights.
There it is, y'all.
Oh, ganz ehrlich, wo ich meine Mom vorgestern Nacht, zum Auto, also zum Transfer gebracht habe, die ist mitten in der Nacht gefahren. Da hat sogar meine Mom was gesehen und ich habe es nur so am Rande wahrgenommen. Da war wie so ein Licht. Das sah aus wie eine Sternschnuppe, bloß andersrum. Also sprich, da war ein Licht und ich habe so gesagt, der Spaß, so, hast du gesehen, eine Fledermaus. Und meine Mutter so, nee, das war so ein Licht wie so ein Pfeil. Und ich so, echt, hast du das auch gesehen? Die so, ja. Und da habe ich nur gelacht, ja, das sind die Aliens, die haben wieder einen Start gemacht mit ihrem Raumschiff. Und die, ja, Quatsch. Ich so, ja. Das war vorgestern war das. Nee, was haben wir denn heute? Dienstag. Ja, Mann, am Montagnacht, Sonntag auf Montag, also Montagmorgens, nachts um 1:30, sternenklarer Himmel und dann hat so Sternschnuppe bloß andersrum. Und meine Mom hat's gesehen.
It just disappeared again. Look, there's another one. Right there. There's another one. Look at this shit, y'all. There's another one. Oh, hell.
There's another one.
There's 3 of them.
We saw like 5 so far.
What are those?
I think they're UFOs, and I wish I didn't see them.
All right, y'all, we are rolling. We about to try to go and see if these things are really by the moon. Right now, we are live 8 seconds into this crazy, I don't know what it is, but I feel like maybe we shouldn't be going to see. Hey, can you zoom in? When you see them, don't.
Y'all want to know what's crazy about reality, man? I forgot that it get cold in places and they put up decorations for like Christmas and stuff. I'm not used to that anymore. Like, I don't know what cold weather feel like anymore. I haven't experienced it. And it's just weird for me to see that they have to have hoodies on and shit. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not in my reality right now.
It's gonna be to the left. Don't zoom too much. Just wait till we just do it forward right now.
You put one of those fake ass plastic Frosty the Snowmans out here in your front yard out here, it's gonna melt.
So they can see that we are actually really going towards this. Okay. I see yellow. It's not yellow, that is red, dude. Hey, oh, what's going
Stopp, 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 überall Stoppstelle, alle. Weiß ich.
Alright, there's one right there. I can't see no more. Look, right here, right here. Give it to me, give it to me.
What y'all doing, UFO hunting?
Like, what is that over there to the left?
The moon.
No, look through the tree.
But it's a red ball, y'all. I know. Right there they go. Oh, shit. Look, right there, y'all. They in the fucking sky. Yo. What is that?
To answer my own question, I think those are UFOs, and I really don't feel comfortable going to sleep tonight. They might come and get me.
And that one over there is still there.
Hey, y'all, watch this. This is the first right here. Pew, pew. Now watch it in slow motion. See that red dot? Just focus on it. It's right there. Disappears. Bam. Then here goes the second right here.
Genau das, was ihr gerade gesehen habt, das habe ich gestern auch am Himmel gesehen, wo ich oder vorgestern, wo ich mit meiner Mom draußen stand. War so ein Licht, es war extrem hell und so. Ich habe schon immer gesagt, guck mal, da hinten, dieses Licht ist doch voll komisch da. Was soll der Scheiß? Und dann sagt sie, das ist der Nordstern, wo wir schon am Strand rumgelaufen sind. Nicht so, was ist doch kein Nordstern, da ist der Süden da unten. Es war fast so hell wie die Sonne, aber ganz klein und ganz Zeit unbeweglich hinten am Horizont. Und in der Nacht war das Ding halt auch so ziemlich hell. Und dann auch so piu, weggeflogen, oder? Voll geil, Alter. Die Aliens sind schon lange da und jetzt langsam zeigen sie sich. Ja, jetzt geht's langsam los.
Come on, man. What's going on in Kokomo?
Hey, look, I ain't what that looked like to y'all. At first, I was enjoying that little video right there because usually people that look like me ain't chasing down no goddamn UFOs. Well, we evolving. I'm telling y'all, man, put your hands together for them. You know what I'm saying? Look, we coming along, man. It's a proud moment right there, man. Look at y'all chasing UFOs and shit, man. That's dope. Got your son with you and stuff, man, enjoying.
Ja, Mann, ich find's auch voll geil.
Ain't nothing to be afraid of.
Mega, mega.
Now they talking about 8.3 earthquake, $100. King Kong, $100. King Kong, 200 Godzilla.
I think we found element 115. If you don't know what that is, it's what Bob Lazar was talking about that makes the spaceships go up. I believe it's in Congo or something like that. They found an electromagnetic crystal. Or, as we call it where I'm from, element 115.
Where did we see this?
This is in Congo. It's out everywhere now. Basically, it's this electromagnetic crystal. You can take one end of wiring and touch it to it, take another end of wiring and touch it to it, and the light works. I think we found element 1.
What is this? Ciao, Kakao. Yes. Genau so sieht der Blitz aus, wenn er vorbeifliegt. Oder losfliegt. Power, Junge. Power.
I only could say so much. Y'all let me know. Shit.
About the Navy SEALs, they went into a submarine and they said they went really deep under Antarctica. Way up in there, he said. And then he said there was a cave in there. The submarine was able to go way up inside the cave, going deeply up underneath Antarctica. He said, and then they were able to dock at this place. It was hollow where you could come up. He said then the SEAL team, they took these men there with them and they traveled about 2 miles up into the cave. They were to explore it, to see what was up in there.
And as I was being told about this, the admiral that was the leader of this group, I believe it was admiral, I don't know exactly his rank. It could have been a lieutenant colonel, but from the way it was described to me, it sounded more like a rear admiral. I didn't know maybe so, but you got to remember, he spent his whole life, 20 years in the Navy, so he could have been that high of a rank. Don't know for sure if he's rear admiral or a lieutenant colonel or what he was, but at any rate, he'd had a dream the night before, and he said that this lady had come to him before and warned him about things. And he said that night before, he said she's never been wrong about what would happen. He kind of felt like she was a guardian angel to him. He said, but she warned him and said, you're going to encounter beings inside of here, the likes you've never seen in your life. And she told him, what you're carrying will not stop them. And so she instructed him that he should take in a type of explosive type of round that would be used in a weapon that when it would hit a human body, the human body would just explode. He said, you wouldn't have to hit a human one time, they're done. And he said the men the next morning, they didn't like the idea, but they obeyed him, and they took it, he said, because the weight of everything was much heavier than normal. And he said they went up through that cave, and he said, of course, it's not like a little cave. He said you could take 6 men and stretch out hand to hand and still not touch the sides of it. It was so massive. And he said he'd always noticed when he would go about 2 miles, anytime he ever went somewhere exploring up in Antarctica, he'd go about 2 miles, he said that's when you run into some crazy things. And he said we got in there about 2 miles in. He said just as you're starting to go up a little incline there, he said, and suddenly these alien beings come out. He said you could make out their faces. They had a kind of you could see their faces and stuff. You see their head. He said, but their bodies were like fire. And I kind of put an image up here just for the sake of an image, as well as this image here about this was a different story altogether. Some Navy SEALs going into some other kind of cave or something like that. I just kind of put it there for a reference. But when he talked about them, he said that they had bodies that were kind of like fire. And he said he didn't have to tell his men. They were so terrified of these beings here. They began to engage in battle with them. And he said when you shot them with one of these explosive rounds, they didn't go down. He said, but they got angrier and angrier. And he said he said their faces would get redder, and these bodies of fire and stuff. He said it'd take about 3-4 shots to take one of them down. He said, and somehow or another, they were attacking them. And of course, he said before this all started, he said they were speaking with like a telepathy, threatening them that they were going to kill them. This is one of the reasons why they engaged in battle, and at the same time trying to retreat because they were so terrified of these beings. And he said they began to take them down.
with these bullets that they were shooting. He said, but they were being so severely wounded, and he said they didn't even know what they were hitting them with. He said, but when they did retreat out of there, he said he didn't lose any of the men. He said, but they had broken bones, broken ribs, bruised organs. And he said, we had heavy flight jackets, everything on the body armor we were wearing, and still we were suffering tremendous damage to the body and everything, broken limbs, etc.
That sounded real intense. My thing is, like, I wonder, like, when they turned that corner, right? When they was going down this tunnel, imagine us all being there together, right? We strapped up. We got everything we need.
Okay.
We got the explosive rounds and everything, right? We in this together right now. So visualize this. We going through the tunnel, like we turning that corner, and you see
burning
a bunch of motherfuckers on fire. They communicate to you that, oh, we about to fuck y'all up because y'all in the wrong tunnel. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here.
Okay.
When you turn that corner, what's your first words? Y'all already know mine.
Okay.
Absolutely not, nigga. And I'm going the other way. I don't even, like, I'm not even dealing with that.
Auf jeden
When these
Fall.
bullets
Also
you
ich
shoot
würde ihm
one
die
time, as soon as I
Knarre
shoot him
geben.
one time, and a person with
Ciao, Kakao.
disintegrate,
Ich
right?
gehe
If you hit him with one and they just standing there, bro, I'm out.
Oder
I'm
hey,
smarter than
yo, kannst du
We
meine
gonna
Waffe
lose,
abnehmen?
obviously.
Zeig mal das Tunnel, ey. Was geht ab?
Y'all with me? When y'all hear me say absolutely not, that's the signal to run, right? So if y'all ever around, we have a yeah. You feel
Talk
me?
about America and Canada in the book
Da
of
kommen
Enoch.
die Demons, Alter, die Wächter und sagen, hey, du bist hier in der falschen
that
Tunnel.
Africa is in the north because of what comes out of these two portals. Now, it states in the book of Enoch that there are two portals, and
Flache Erde-Karte. Geh mal kurz AFK.
4 of these portals, which are in the middle, one here, one there, one there, and one there. The middle portals pour out blessings and good things, but these 2 portals on the outside, here, and here, and here, these 2 outside ones, pour out destruction and desolation. Now, these 2 portals on the outside in this area of Africa have locusts coming out of them, and I find it very interesting that no locusts come out here over here by Russia. When you read the book of Enoch, and we're going to get on Russia because these 2 portals do not bring out locusts, but these 2 bring out locusts. And we have locust problem also in South America. And the Horn of Africa, locusts. And this portal right here brings out good things. But what happens when we read what comes out of these 3 portals in the West? Because the United States and Canada is in the West. All right, notice what it says in the book of Enoch. And after these 4 are the west winds through the first portal adjoining the north. All right, the first portal adjoining the north. All right, come forth dew and hoarfrost and cold and snow and frost. You ever wonder why certain times of the year it gets cold over here in the United States? And that is because it is time for this first portal to bring forth its cold, its frost, and its dew, or whatever it's doing. All right, and certain times of the year it brings out dew too. So notice what it says. And from the middle portal, which is this one, the middle portal, listen to this. Come forth dew and rain and prosperity and blessings. Now, I know we say God bless America, but did you know blessings come through the portal? So when you look at the top 15 countries by GDP, this is from 1960 to 2017, and you can look up to 2024. I just picked any old one. Look how far the United States is out front above everybody. That's prosperity. I find it very interesting that that middle portal is bringing out prosperity, and it is right by the United States and Canada. Wow, that is very interesting. All right, what do we have coming out of the next portal? Let's find out. And it stays right here. And
deeply up underneath Antarctica. And still, of course, he said before this, still
soon as I shoot him one time, and he in a portion with
These two in the book of.
As soon as I shoot him one time, and he in a portion with disintegrate, right? If you hit him with one and they just standing there, bro, I'm out. I'm smarter than that. We're gonna lose, obviously. Y'all with me?
So
when y'all hear me say absolutely not, that's the signal to run, right? So if y'all ever around, we have a you feel
Talk
me?
about America and Canada in the book of Enoch. Now, the book of Enoch confirms that Africa is in the north because of what comes out of these two portals. Now, it states in the book of Enoch that there are 12 portals, and 4 of these portals, which are in the middle, one here, one there, one there, and one there. The middle portals pour out blessings and good things, but these 2 portals on the outside, here, and here, and here, these 2 outside ones, pour out destruction and desolation. Now, these 2 portals on the outside in this area of Africa have locusts coming out of them. And I find it very interesting that no locusts come out here over here by Russia. When you read the book of Enoch, and we're going to get on Russia because these 2 portals do not bring out locusts, but these 2 bring out locusts. And we have locust problem also in South America. And the Horn of Africa, locusts. And this portal right here brings out good things. But what happens when we read what comes out of these 3 portals in the west? Because the United States and Canada is in the west. All right? Notice what it says in the book of Enoch. And after these 4 are the west winds through the first portal adjoining the north. All right? The first portal adjoining
Die scheiß Musik, da hört man gar nichts.
the north. Right? Come forth dew and hoar-frost and cold and snow and frost. You ever wonder why certain times of the year it gets cold over here in the United States? And that is because it is time for this first portal to bring forth its cold, its frost, and its dew, or whatever it's doing. All right, and certain times of the year it brings out dew too. So notice what it says. And from the middle portal, which is this one, the middle portal, listen to this, come forth dew and rain and prosperity and blessings. Now, I know we sing God Bless America, but did you know blessings come through the portal? So when you look at the top 15 countries by GDP, this is from 1960 to 2017, and you can look up to 2024. I just picked any old one. Look how far the United States is out front above everybody. That's prosperity. I find it very interesting that that middle portal is bringing out prosperity, and it is right by the United States and Canada. Wow, that is very interesting. All right, what do we have coming out of the next portal? Let's find out. And it states right here, and through the last portal, which adjoins the south, come forth drought and desolation and burning and destruction. That's a lot of bad stuff. And notice all of this desolation and burning. All right, do we see anything around Canada that has to do with any type of desolation and burning? Let's find out on the internet. So is anyone familiar with Canada wildfires? If you go on the internet, you see all these articles. Look at this. Wildfire, wildfire, wildfire. All these Canada wildfire, Canada wildfires, all of this. Look at these. Whole bunch of wildfires and desolation. All of this is in Canada. These are all articles about Canada wildfires. Next page. Look at this. More wildfires. Wildfires. That's not even have to do with wildfires. But look at here. Wildfires. Canada wildfire. Wildfires all over Canada. Wow. I find that very interesting that this portal, which brings forth desolation and heat and destruction, is right by Canada. That is very interesting. And we have Alaska right here too, so they're getting some of that cold and frost also. But that is very interesting. So in the next video, we will be talking about Greenland. What comes through these portals and that affects Greenland and these other areas We'll see you in the next video. God bless you and have a great night or day.
Now that is very interesting. We know that we viewed that on this channel pretty often. We seen that we were keeping track of that, just like everything else. You know, the wildfires that was happening in Canada, and then they were drifting in New York, and it was making it red, iron oxide, all that stuff. You know, we don't need to go down there no more. We know what's going on. But you remember specifically when they had they were monitoring the ground out there and stuff, and it showed that the flames were coming from inside of the ground, just like we've seen in this video. See how it comes back full circle? In the beginning of this video, you seen the smoke coming up from under the ground. Also, you seen volcanoes coming up from, you know, below us and stuff like that. So it's a lot of different things that we think we know that we don't know, that's weird out here, and we just need to pay attention to so we can be a little bit more educated on it. Not saying that's something that I have all the answers or you do. That's why we do these videos. I'm rocking. Let me know if y'all tracking. Smash that like button.
Smash the like
I am
button.
Tia of Arcturus.
Yeah, Dr. Tree
This
of
dude
Rex.
just was like,
On what happened to him there. I know that I do my commentary. Comment in the comment section what we think, and we'll take it from there. Now, you all know that I do my commentary throughout the stories and the content that I put out. So I may say some things here and there, but for the most part, this is his story. These are his words. This is his account on what happened to him and the conversations that he had with a Bigfoot.
Isn't he Bigfoot?
hey, I had a brief conversation with a Bigfoot. Don't let them lie to you. These things can talk. So, I didn't know what else to do. So I passed him the blunt. Here. Hey, he started talking like one of us. This dude just was like, man, I'm just tired. I'm like, what you tired of? He was like, I'm sick of these people chasing us, looking for us. We see them setting up their cameras. They act like we don't see them setting up their trail cameras.
I ain't gonna interrupt often, but remember how at the beginning of the video they was off some shrooms. Just brought off some shrooms, and then he hit the blunt. I don't know. He passed the Bigfoot the blunt. That's wild to me, but I'm here for it though.
Cameras and all that. I'm like, man, I feel you. He was like, one day we just gonna snatch somebody up. I was like, dude, I can't wait to see that on one of these shows. I'm just saying. And then he started talking about how he was created in a lab. The scientist that created him looked just like me. He was like, all the other races and all that is his brothers and sisters, and they was all created after him. The Chinese people was created before the white man was created, and they was created last. And I was just like, what the? Bert, what are you talking about? And he was just like, you know, the people that look like you, they not you. He was like, just beware. And then he just walked off.
A bit much, but we're going to keep on moving forward so we can get a better understanding on this conversation that you had with this Bigfoot. Let's keep rolling.
People that's not like us are trying to be us, like Kamala. Yeah, I'm still on the head. I'm sorry, y'all. She's trying to get my, she's trying to like my video.
So basically, I was just chilling when the Bigfoot walked up to me. You know what I'm saying? And so he walks off. I go back to spark the blunt, and I noticed that he took it. So I'm like, yo. Chased him down. He was not too far, and it was like he wanted me to follow him. So he was like, dude, I'm gonna show you something. He was like, but you can never bring nobody here. And he touched the tree, and the tree opened. He touched the tree, and the tree opened. We went inside the tree. It was a whole village of Bigfoots.
Oh my gosh.
Baby Bigfoots. Female Bigfoots.
Is it? All right, I know. Is it? You know,
yes,
I might have one of those moments. I might be having one of those dumb moments. Is it big? If you see more than one Bigfoot, is it a Bigfoot, or Bigfoots, or big feets, or big feet, or feetses? Let me know in the comments down below. Feetses. Sounds good to me.
I'm talking about massive Bigfoots. It was like some Wakanda stuff. It's there, but you don't even know that it's there. I'm seeing all kind of stuff. Hey, these are not just, you think they're just some creatures or whatever the situation may be. These beings are heavenly advanced. Okay? They were the first to be created.
Come on, boah, Gänsehaut, Junge.
They were too big, they were too strong. So they needed to slim them down. And that's when they started creating humans. This is what this dude is telling me. He was like, we've seen the anger of man at its finest. That's why we always just, we in and out. Because we know what they want to do to us. And they don't even know that we are their brothers, basically. I'm like, well, how did y'all learn English?
Good point. Part 2 it is.
Right.
We've made it to part 2. I'm sure a lot of people have questions. Some people are already either don't believe it or leaning to believe it or just want to hear the rest of it. So do I. So we're going to listen.
I just want to hear the rest. Let me know why y'all still here.
Listen to the rest of his story. We'll meet up in the comments section and we'll figure out what in the hell is going on.
So basically what dude was telling me, he was like, we can summon portals at will. So we go through the portal, and like I said, it looked like some type of little village or something. And he said it was something, but then he was like, you know, just come on, just follow me. So he summoned another portal, and we went through it. And it opened up to a whole new world. It was pyramids. It was cities. They had levitating cars. Like everything we do over here, they was doing over there. They're just Bigfoots. I'm like, what the heck is going on? He was like, and you know, when like people smell that just the funkiest smell ever, he was like, that's some type of tactic they do to get you to be like, oh, you know, you about to, you get away, you know. And I'm like, man, because when we got over there, none of these Bigfoot stink. I didn't smell nothing. It was beautiful over there. And he was like, man, come with me over here. So we go to his homie's house. First of all, they got neighborhoods like we got neighborhoods. We go inside his homie's house, and his house is set up like our houses would be set up over here. They watching TV. And I'm like, hold on. That looked like something I would watch. And I'm like, what are you watching? He was like, y'all.
Y'all? Now what the hell he mean by that? Yeah, we gonna have to go and finish this story. Let's try to figure out what the hell he talking about when he's talking about some y'all.
So after I get done noticing they watching us on TV, we started chopping it up, and then we stepped outside. Dude has a beautiful scenery of everything, right? So he started telling me about the black man trapped in America. He was like, let me tell you something. He was like, they are not Africans. They are not of this place. He was like, they are the ancient fallen ones, the chaos beings. He was like, the scientists, those who look like you that created me, it was genetically impossible for them to clone themselves. So they moved to the Caucasus Mountains and started experimenting with creation. He was like, I was created first. Like I said in my other video, they were too big, they were too strong. So they started experimenting with canines and monkeys and all this stuff. And that's how you started getting all these different races. And I'm like, what the heck? He was like, you ever notice you hear all these Bigfoot stories in all these different states and places and stuff. He was like, because they were there first. He was like once those who were created last came about, which they were in the Caucasus Mountains, you know, when they were found, he was like, they were in the Caucasus Mountains and they were walking on all four. They were eating each other. They were sleeping with each other, all kind of crazy stuff. And he was like, the Moors taught them everything they know, taught them how to brush their teeth, wash their, you know, take a bath and all this stuff like this. And he was like, and then they got so much of the knowledge, then they turned their backs on their creators, basically, or whatever. And I'm just like, man, this is some way out stuff. He was like, yeah, so we just sit back and watch. He was like, there's a war coming, and we wanted to bring you here to get you up to speed. And I'm like, he was like, you don't remember who you are, but we about to show you. And he summoned this portal, and he was like, go remember. And I'm just like, this is crazy.
Okay, we're at part 3, which should be the final part, and I have a million questions. Now, he said some things that sound like I don't know. Again, we'll do the discussion in the comment section. We're going to continue on to listen to his story. These are his words. This is what he claimed the conversation consisted of that he had with a Bigfoot.
So, we enter the portal. He's like, the science over here is in reverse, and it's beautiful. It's like a purple black, and we walk in chopping it up, and then this opening happens. Hey, I saw floating cities, floating pyramids. I saw people. They was green, red, and yellow. He was like, now you see why they call black people colored people. He was like, the oxygen and that world is rusting you guys out, making you guys look like rusty nails. I was like, what the heck? This is what this Bigfoot is telling me. And he was like, you know, the copper man in the new world was created as a joke. He's like, you guys are titans, trapped in human form. He was like, but that's a whole nother story.
Wow, das ist wieder ein geiles Portal, ne, wo gerade aufgemacht. Ja, das bestätigt auch wieder dieser Gefängnisplanet, wer wir eigentlich sind, wer wir Humans, Menschen sind hier wie so Gefangene in sterblichen Körpern, aber wir waren mal wie Götter. So auf die Art kann man das auch interpretieren. Also wie er sagt da, diese Anunnaki-Story da, von wegen den Creatoren und so, wir waren selbst die Creator und wollten uns, Gott hat ja uns als Ebenbild erschaffen, so ist ja die christliche oder die religiöse Erzählung davon. Irgendwo hat jedes Buch und jede Mythologie oder jede Religion ja irgendwo eine Wahrheit in sich. 100%ig, aber immer eine Wahrheit, die praktisch entschlüsselt werden muss. Mit Metaphern oder mit Geschichten, die man halt nicht, die man annehmen kann, aber halt nicht 1:1 anwenden kann. Ja, sehr interessante Story, voll geil. Ja, so stelle ich mir das auch vor. Viel mehrschichtig, viel komplexer, als man sich so bewusst ist oder sich das vorstellen kann auf den ersten Blick. Sondern ich habe auch früher sehr viel mit dem Stargate und so angeschaut. Stargate war meine frühere Serie, wo ich immer gekifft habe und so. Das war das Highlight der Woche, wenn das kam. Ey. War mega. Da gab es auch solche Stories, ne? So mit den Ewoks und im Wald Geschöpfe und so. Und dann hier mit den Stargates, hier andere Portale durch so einen Dimensionsriss und dann sind die in einer ganz anderen Welt, auf einem anderen Planeten gelandet. Aber das könnte ich ja auch hier als multidimensionale Welt, also wie so ein Holodeck, könntest du ja hier unendliche Welten erschaffen, sozusagen. Ja, hochinteressant, voll geil.
I'm like, what the heck? So he was like, come here. He was like, he took me into this room. And there was this big old statue. I'm talking about a big statue. It was like this big old dude sitting down. And he was like, that's you. He was like, you are asleep right now. This is the form that you will take when you awake. So we in this room with this big old statue. This Bigfoot pretty much got me tripped out. He was like, this room is called the pineal glands. I seen all kind of treasures in there and everything, and the room was dark. Like super dark. But the way the lighting is, you can see. And he was like, let's go down here and meet your people, and it just gets even more crazier. It's like we're inside of the universe. This water, it's floating cities, and these floating cities are actual universes. Floating pyramids, these are actual universes with other gods and other entities and other people and other things going on. And I'm just like, what? I started meeting these people that I was seeing. And one of them was like amorphous. And I'm like, huh? It was like amorphous, the shapeless dragon face. And I'm like, who are you talking to?
So now at this point, he's been very detailed with this whole story. His claims of having this conversation with this Bigfoot. I'm very intrigued to hear how the ending of this story went. Let's keep it rolling.
Man, so the one who was calling me amorphous, this shapeless dragon face, comes from the shadows. It's this big old five-headed dragon. It was the great dragon mother Tiamat. I instantly turned into a reptilian. The human form was gone. I was at full power, full strength. I remembered everything. And all she said was, you belong to me. And then left. The green dude was like, it was something you missed in the pineal glands room. We go back. He was like, did you have a chance to look up? And I looked up and it was like a gold ceiling. And he was like, that's the physical brain sitting on top of the pineal glands. The physical brain is your enemy. The physical brain is what got you thinking that you are human. The physical brain blocks the pineal glands from working properly. He was like, you are God, generator, operator, destroyer.
Whoa.
And I'm just like, wow. And the Bigfoots was like, dude, listen. They was like, listen. I'm like, and he was like, you are God. They've trained you to forget who you are because they fear who you are. You are not like them. They don't like you because you understand that you don't belong there. just like, dude, are you in my head? Like, how do you know that I know these things already and I understand these things already? Hey, come to find out, we was in my head the whole time. The Bigfoot took me on a journey to deep inside my subconscious. Didn't even know.
Whoa.
And then I woke up, or like, you know, snapped to, and I was standing in front of the tree.
Whoa.
And there we have it. Do what you will with this information, with your beliefs of the things that you heard.
Oh,
was it fact, fiction? Was he dreaming? What does this all mean? With him claiming to have spoken to a Bigfoot.
Holy shit.
It was an interesting story. I do have my own thoughts about this. Some of the things he said were very, very detailed. What do you all think about this story? Come down in the comment section and let me know your thoughts.
All right, guys, I'm following back on the trail. Let me show you something. These are the signs I'm looking for. Right here, you can tell whatever's been stepping over this has been rubbing the bark away repeatedly. And then right above it, you got this tree missing the bark here. Like a hand or several hands touched this, stepped over this log, drug its foot, and proceeded into the cedar swamp. I know they're down in that cedar swamp. So I'm gonna back off 150 yards. Wait for nightfall when they start to come out, and hopefully catch them out here, more out in the open. I know if I stay next to that cedar swamp, they're just not gonna come out far enough. That cedar swamp's so thick, there's no way I could get footage. So hopefully they come out here in this more open stuff. Get them on film that way as soon as they come out of the cedar swamp to start heading out to feed. So I'm gonna get set up about 150 yards away from it and turn the camera back on there. Plan did not work. Instead of coming out of the swamp, it's very obvious they don't want me here. They're throwing rocks, sticks, everything you can think of to try to get me out of here. Damn it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Some of these rocks are pretty big. All right, guys, this was just a big mistake. Definitely shouldn't have came back here. God damn it. Going to the bedroom was not a good idea. And they're throwing stuff right now. Jesus Christ. Big rocks and everything. I'm just going to try to get out of here as quick as I can.
Knocked his ass out. What happened to the green light though?
Holy shit, Alter.
Check this video out, y'all. This hunter runs across this shelter in the woods, and he decides to leave a trail cam for 7 days. Check out the structure first, you guys. He finds this in the woods, so he decides to leave a trail cam strapped to a tree for 7 days, as you're about to see here. He leaves it strapped right to that tree right there. As you can see, the trail cam is pointing directly at the structure.